I know it's weird for me to finally talk about Mortal Kombat 11 this late in the game, but since I'm making videos again and this massive leak has came out, why the hell not? So when it comes down to Mortal Kombat as well as the other Netherrealm games, most times out of 10 they often suffer from having their entire rosters leaked. And based on this newest leak that does seem to be true at this point, MK11 is no exception. Because a few days ago someone went on Reddit and pretty much leaked the entire MK11 roster, with several screenshots of the roster itself as well as a few characters that we have yet to see gameplay out of. And before I move any further with this video, I just want to say take this with a huge grain of salt, but given all of the screenshots as well as the previous information surrounding the game, it does seem to all add up. And usually I don't talk about leaks surrounding games as well as movies or anything such, but given all of the evidence surrounding this leak, it's so hard to ignore and I have to talk about this. Now bear in mind, there are several silhouettes that still remain without any pictures, but we can still make out who are supposed to be who based on their names, while the completely blank slots are either DLC characters or unlockables. Now starting from top to bottom, we do have Jackie Briggs, which to me makes perfect sense since she is part of the Kombat kids, so of course she does have to make it into the game. And then right next to her we have a new character called Cetrion, who I believe could be a plant-based character, which, as far as I'm aware, a unique gimmick that has yet to be explored within any of the Kombat characters. But along with them, we also have the already confirmed Kano, as well as the new character Geras. But right next to him, we do have Frost, who is a highly requested character, so it is cool that she has finally made it in there. Alongside Jax, which I'm a little surprised that he's on this list, given that I thought he's going to finally sit this one out, but you know, he has appeared in the previous two games, so it does make sense for him to come back. And then in the next row, we do have Johnny Cage, who has already been confirmed, as well as Dafora, again, she's already confirmed, as well as Baraka, Cassie Cage, who we finally do have a confirmation, but let's be honest, that one was a no-brainer. Plus we also do have a confirmation on Kung Lao being playable, which is nice because he has been in the previous two games. And it looks like we're going to have the return of Kotal Kahn, which has me really excited because he was quite possibly my favourite character who was introduced in MKX. Speaking of MKX, another returning character from that game is in fact Aaron Black, who did ultimately become a fan favourite from that game, so it is cool to see that he is coming back, just so long as he isn't as spammable as he was in MKX. And then continuing on, we have the traditional Liu Kang, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Raiden, and a brand new character, of course, being the Collector, who many have been hearing about. And at the time of this recording, this character is very much an enigma. And then going down to the next row, we do have Cabal, who has already been confirmed, as well as Jade and Scarlet, and of course a confirmation on Noob Saibot, who I am very happy about because he was like the only other classic character that I wanted to see come back. And then underneath those we do have Sonya Blade, as well as a confirmation of Katana being playable, which again, that was a no-brainer. And so far we do have 24 characters in this based roster, but this isn't going to be the end of it. Because let's not forget, we do have Shao Kahn, who is going to be the pre-order bonus DLC character, so that also amounts to 25. But along with that, according to these leaks, it does seem like we're going to have at least 3 unlockable characters for this base roster. Whether these are true or not, I have no idea, but since they've kind of been included alongside these screenshots, there is a chance that these could be very well legit as well. First of all, we have Shinnok, which to me makes perfect sense since he already has an in-game sprite, and he has been very important in this new timeline, so it does make perfect sense for me in that Shinnok would return for MK11 as a playable character. We also have Shang Tsung, who I am really happy to see if this is to be true, because at this point his return has been way overdue and it has been heavily foreshadowed throughout so many ladder endings. And lastly we do have Melina, who to me at least does make sense because despite of her demise in MKX, there are many ways to bring back this character. Whether it would be her clones or just the fact that time travel is involved. And in my eyes, if they decided to get rid of Melina for one game, I would believe that many fans would be incredibly disappointed. And like I previously said earlier, it does seem like we also do have these screenshots featuring some of the leaked characters. Such as this one featuring Liu Kang, who does look very much legit when you compare his model to the other ones featured within MK11 story mode. And then you also have this one featuring Kano, who does look much younger like how he does in that reveal image that Netherrealm has released a few weeks back. So again, this one looks legit to me. But then we have a low quality image, which is kind of difficult to make out, but it is clear based on the attire that this is Kotal Khan. And lastly, we do have our first unofficial reveal of Noob Saibot, who is wearing a lot more armor than he traditionally does. Now whether this is going to be his default outfit has yet to be seen, but it does seem like he is still going to have this Revenant gear. And overall, based on this leaked roster, if this is even true, I do think that this is a pretty solid base roster. Admittedly, I do wish that there were a few more characters within the Deception era of games, but if you ask me, I do think they do have the right amount of classic characters, as well as the MKX characters, and a few brand new characters for good measure. Again, this isn't 100% confirmed or anything, but based on all of the evidence provided, it does seem very legitimate to me. So how do you personally feel about this new leak roster for MK11? Do you think that this is legit, or do you think that this is fake? And also, would you be satisfied by this roster if this all turns out to be true? Comment below and share some thoughts. And as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, take care and have a good one.